I got candy in my cup, candy in my car, candy on my wrist, candy on my car, smoking on the chocolate, my neck is so sparkling. Man, I feel so confident when I ain't got no bar to sip. I keep a whole sip, whole clear. It can't be putting niggas on a trip. Fly high, boy, looking jackers in the eye. I was never when a rapper was a go getter. Now all these rappers is some cold niggas. Hide behind the doors at the show, nigga. On the pussy homosexual on the low, nigga. This y'all, old school, like Devin the dude, the real short dog. Oh yeah, good. This is a case, swinging big bodies, switching doja, moving, driving. This is a case, swinging big bodies, switching doja. Real niggas be bumping screws. Don't give a thought, just in case a real G bump in there. You bump like bumping knuckles, but with nothing but ready rockers. It's down for pistol play. On boys instead of knockers, got poppers instead of jockers. Moving niggas in my ear. Bitch, I'm myself a trillionaire. Get your talk inside of here. We niggas wanna beat their case. Can't raise about my face. I ain't got this time to waste. Punch my but act like the safe. My face in the Facebook. Playing games with the toys. I'm in the streets where they speak while you online. Looking forward to set the game up, switch your name up, quit talking and get to do it. All they say they ain't contemplating. When the fuck you gon' stop and do it? Cars ain't driving themselves, mansions ain't building themselves. They waiting for a big man and they need to stop building themselves. They want they coming until they heard it, but there's something they won't until they learn it while burning. This is a case, swinging big bodies, switching doja, moving, driving. This is a case, swinging big bodies, switching doja. Putting niggas once again. Ain't had no friends since I left the pen. It's some niggas I respect in the rap game. It's some niggas I've been out here saying my fucking name. You say I love a stripper, pulling down my zipper, and always paying me. Bitch, don't try to play with me. Running from the fight, hot bitch, I stay with it. When you got a problem with me, go to Lil J with it. UTK, get it, run it, pimp, whip it, bun. Real Jesus, they can hard, you come and limp. Take it, son, they want it, we can give them some. Probably not what they want to see. Till that nigga certified, they never been no more than me. Hands being devil was past due, outdated. Ain't nobody from the north, east, west, or south, baby. You talking down, but we coming up, as well as coming down. So pimp sum it up, baby. This is a case, swinging big bodies, switching doja, moving, driving. This is a case, swinging big bodies, switching doja, moving, driving. This is a case, swinging big bodies, switching doja, moving, driving. This is a case, swinging big bodies. Oh yeah, Cutting. Welcome back to the Trillcast. I'm on that little bitty ass pill. And it got me totally crossed out like Chris Cross. But we talking about a duo today. We talking about UGK. Oh, I just realized I got my shirt on backwards. Come on. Yeah, I got my shirt on backwards and I got my hat on backwards. Yeah, I'm totally crossed out today, but I'm representing hard than a hoe. Why? Because I'm going to tell you why. 15 years ago, my homies, my niggas I know in food with, cause I'm cool with. Know what I'm talking about? Now I know niggas I ain't never met before. You know what I mean? Talking about niggas that I done broke bread with before, nigga. Yeah, nigga. That's why I wear all this trill shit like a motherfucker. You hear that shit? That's why I put this trill shit out in a bitch ass nigga face, man. Come on, man. My bad. Come on. Nah, but that ain't why I'm here. Why I'm here, man, is just to let my nuts hang and let you boys know I got about 6 fun facts about the UGK self-titled album that dropped August 7th. You know what I mean? 15 years ago. And we gonna get started. Hey man, welcome back to the Trillgear.biz, man. Yeah, let me tell y'all how this going down. First, we gonna talk about, I had to take me a few little notes because that little bitty ass pill got me throwed off. You know what I mean? That little bitty ass pill got me throwed off. I took 2 of them hoes, but I'm still ready. Well, check this out, man. Yeah, they dropped this album, you know what I'm saying, August 7th on Jive. That was 15 years ago today. Today is August 7th. RIP to the Pimp, salute to the bun. You know what I mean? One of the fun facts is the first one I'm gonna talk about is the Swishers and Doja record, the one I just played. Pimp recorded his verses in PA at the studio that Vern and Ave had. Okay, so one of the things that took place while he was doing his verse, I think it was the end verse. I don't remember which one it was, but we was all sitting around in this little I would call it the main studio in that room. It was the bigger room. They had a couple other studios in there, but it was the bigger room, the main one that we always used to be in. It had padded walls and all that there, but it had a microphone that kind of stood off to the left that had like a sound guard around the microphone. It wasn't a booth. So if anybody ever come and tell you about they were at that studio and they describe anything saying something like they were in a booth or something like that, they're a bald-faced fucking lie. The microphone stood right in the middle of the floor, and there was seating to the left behind the microphone and behind the microphone to the wall, so forth and so on. And to the right was the whole engineer console. So Pimp had wrote his verses. I heard the beat was going hammer. I was loving it. Come on, let's go. And so when he started doing his verse, I'm paying attention to it, like, cause this shit is taking place right before my eyes. This nigga is dropping this fucking banger like right before my eyes. You know what I mean? So I'm hanging on to every word because I'm a rap nigga. You know what I mean? Rap niggas listen to records differently than everybody else. So I'm hanging on to every word. So at the end phrase, he say, I know short dog, the real short dog. He seen me draped and drip, hopping out the whip on Sunset Strip. And I was like, I don't know. I jumped into some rap nigga shit. I was like, he could have ended that shit better than that. I don't know. I was tripping. I was believing my own hype. Hey, I was believing my own hype. I'm sitting there trying to critique the Pimp. Like, what the fuck am I doing? You know what I mean? But the way he did it, because when he shot it out at first, he kind of stumbled on it a little bit. He like, I'm trying to say it like this. And so when he was like, okay, put me back on. So he put him back on. He like, I know short dog, the real short dog. He seen me draped and drip, hopping out the whip on Sunset Street. I say, my nigga, that's what you was really trying to say. I tried to big dog the Pimp. I tried to become the teacher. I don't know. For that moment, I don't know. I don't know what I was tripping on. I don't know if I was for them 40s. I don't know what it was. But for that moment, I was like, you couldn't end that no better than that. That nigga say, funky nigga,
I said what the hell I meant to say, nigga. That's what I wanted to say. I say, but damn, man, it just, I don't know. It sounded like it should have ended different. And that nigga looked at me and say, nigga, fuck you. I'm like, I don't know. I just hear something different. I don't know what I'm tripping on. You know what I mean? I don't know I don't know what I was doing, but I was on some, this motherfucking record so hard. And so when he ended it like that, I felt like he was rushing the end. But it's exactly what he meant to say. And after me hearing it multiple times, it's a bad motherfucker. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, Pimp put me in my motherfucking place. I tried to tell a nigga how to end his record. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's one fun fact right there. Let me get to another one. That's the first fun fact. And like I said, he recorded his verses back down over there in PA. You know what I mean? At the Big House Studio. Yeah, boy, I'm totally crossed out. I got that whole UGK unit on backwards with the hat on backwards to match. Let's go. I'm crossed out in here. I'm totally, yeah, like crisscross. That's some old school bullshit. But yeah, let me see what the next fun fact is. Okay, yeah, he dropped a verse. Boom, boom, boom. He told me this and that. Yeah, short dog, real okay. Boom. So also, you know what I'm saying? I was present when he dropped his verses for the song Like That. Bitch, you know you like that. Bitch, you know you like that. You know what I'm talking about? Anybody know what I'm talking about? You heard that album? I know you niggas probably got that album embedded in your motherfucking head because it was the coldest shit ever. It was like a breath of fresh air during that time in the motherfucking music in those streets. Niggas couldn't wait to get no shit like that and banging they motherfucking ride. You know what I'm talking about? Trill ass music was back, man. And I'm talking about going hammer. So y'all remember that record? Bitch, you know you like that. Bang, 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 bang. So here we are. We sitting at Corey Mo's studio, Mad Studios in H-Town. And he like, man, I got this record from Lil Jon. And basically, it's different. And you know what I mean? The nigga trying to milk the budget on that. He want a bunch of money for that hoe. And I'm like, I can't wait to hear it because he got a record from Lil Jon that he's considering, and he's saying Lil Jon want a bunch of money for it. I'm just like, this got to be the most shit, the most bangingest shit I've ever heard before in my life. And then that nigga told Corey Mo to put that bitch on, and that bitch came on. Bam, 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 bam. And I was on some shit like, nigga, what the fuck is that shit? I'm like, that nigga want a bunch of money for that shit. I'm like, man, that's some alternative ass rap rock ass shit. But then I start thinking, okay, that record is gonna tap into a different demographic of listener. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna tap into that party, how could I say, uh, happy-go-lucky, feel free type, you know what I'm saying? White girl in the club throwing her hand, her ass, white boys getting high and drunk. It's gonna tap into that party crowd. Now niggas ain't gonna really ride around in the Cadillac, bam, 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 bam. You know what I mean? And niggas ain't gonna be in the hood club and they're smoking Swissers, bam, 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 bam. You know what I mean? But it's gonna tap into a whole type of new different demographic, maybe in different countries and everything else. So I was like a student. I was like, okay, so what you would do to something like that? Because I'm used to my niggas coming down with some trill ass lyrics. So I'm like, what you would do to something like that? That nigga like, nigga, hold up. He listening to that hoe. And he said, I got something. That nigga jumped up. Nigga ain't had no pen and pad. I want y'all to hear me clearly. Nigga ain't had no pen and pad. That nigga told Corey Mo to put him in the boot. That nigga went in the boot, my nigga, and freestyled that motherfucking song. Freestyled that hook. Freestyled the verses. All that shit. You know what I mean? Fun fact for real, nigga. I'm right there witnessing this shit with my motherfucking own ears and eyes, nigga. If nigga ain't write that shit, that nigga did not write that shit. That nigga freestyled that motherfucker. And if you listen closely, you can kind of hear he just going on that bitch. He just going straight through that bitch. Ain't no motherfucking pen and pad, 4 bars, this and that with the and the different alley that he do. It's just straight through motherfucking freestyle. Fun motherfucking fact. Yeah, nigga. I was right there, nigga. You know what I mean? Had another person there too, so they know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. And Corey Moe could tell you too, you know what I mean? But that was a straight up freestyle. Okay, I got another fun fact. This is the third fun fact right here. You know what I mean? Let me see what this was. Boom, 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 boom. Hmm. Wake up, nigga. That's that little bitty ass bill, man. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. If you just came by this video, you wonder what happened, man. I had a circuit overload. Yeah, nigga. I had a circuit underload. But yeah, okay, boom. Here it is. We in Dallas. We about to go do some shit. And we got these badass rooms, my nigga. I'm talking about this. Be honest with you, my nigga. I ain't even deserve this room. This room was so motherfucking nice, nigga. I ain't even deserve it, nigga. They had a whole piano in the motherfucking little lobby area with couches and big old ass books and shit. Nigga, the couches in the lobby was so goddamn comfortable. I could have just give me a motherfucking sheet and a pillow. I could have just slept right there with me and my bitch. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, the white folk would have thought that was an eyesore when they walked in, but you could have just gave me a sheet and a pillow, and me and my bitch would have curled up on that motherfucker like nigga. We was in motherfucking Houston Suites, California, whatever. But yeah, man, we had some lavish ass rooms, and so I'm chilling in my room, and my room had double doors to the bedroom. It had double doors to the bedroom and shit. Big ass king size bed, so forth and so on, couch and everything. You know what I mean? Like a living quarters. And so he hit me up. He like, say, man, come to my room. I want you to hear something. And I'm like, all right. So I ditch out of my room and I go to his room, and he got these black looking, I think it was like this. He had, okay, it was like these. This is a Kings Amongst Kings, but this is in like this black container. It's almost like a CD type case, and it got a film where you can slide your information on there. So he had these black looking deals like this with the film, and then he had like written on there a few different songs. So he let me hear like one song. I don't remember exactly what it was, but he like, we just finished this motherfucker here. Tell me what you think about it. And so the nigga put on How Long Can It Last? He played that bitch in its entirety. And I'm sitting there going through, I'm talking about emotions, my nigga. Emotions make you sad sometimes. Let's go. I'm sitting there going through changes. I'm going through changes. I'm going through motherfucking changes, nigga. I'm going through changes. And I'm listening to this record in its entirety, and I'm completely fucking blown away. And when it ends, he want me to tell him what I think about it. But all I want to do is ask the DJ, could he run it back? I say, could you run that back one more time, my nigga? And nigga looked at me crazy, and he played that bitch again. And I start going back through change. And all I'm thinking is, here's my brothers from PA, little dirty ass Port Arthur, nigga, where refineries and dope is about your only fucking options, my nigga. You niggas don't understand what the fuck I'm talking about. Nigga, refineries are dope is about your only fucking option. Everybody can't play no motherfucking football and basketball, nigga. No. My mom wouldn't even give me the $25 to get my motherfucking physical. So I couldn't even ever play organized ball for the school. I made every team. My bad, mom. I'm sorry, mom. Talk to you later. Yeah, but like I was saying, man, it wasn't too many chances. And here my niggas, this is all I could think. This song is evoking raw emotion, man. Here's my niggas on this track with this legendary ass soul singer. Huh? What that nigga name? Uncle Charlie. Uncle Charlie on that bitch going hammer, nigga. Leaving too fast. Nigga, the song took me to church. Nigga, the song took me straight to church. Come on, let's go. That's all right. That's all right. And it ended for the second time. I say, excuse me, Pimp. Could you play it once more? He like, no, I ain't say that. I ain't say that, my nigga. And nigga say, man, what you think about it? I say, man, that's the best motherfucking rap music I ever heard before in my life. I said, it's not any music like that on the market right now. That song is gonna blow motherfuckers away. And nigga say, ain't it mine? And gave me some old school 70s. Nigga gave me some 5, nigga. Nigga ain't give me no dap. Nigga ain't give me no little. That nigga gave me some 5, nigga. Pow! Pow! I say, man, I ain't no bitch, no punk, or nothing like that, man. I say, but that goddamn song almost had me about to cry. I say that, man, that song, it just marked a triumph in everything y'all done been through, my nigga. Nigga, y'all niggas have arrived, my nigga. Like, I couldn't even put it in words what I was trying to say. I didn't even know how to describe what I was feeling. But can you imagine? You heard it when the album came out. But can you imagine your partner saying, man, come to my room, let me let you hear something, tell me what you think about it. And the nigga play that for you? If that didn't change your life, you must not have fucking ears. You know me? You know me? You know me? But yeah, man, that record really hit home like a motherfucker, man. I couldn't believe that my nigga and them was finna release that type of, arsenal on the public. Cause the general, I ain't gonna lie, before Pimp came home, you know what I mean, the general public was hearing some cool records, but they wasn't hearing no shit like that. Come on, man. They wasn't hearing no shit like that. Yeah, everybody dropping some good shit, whole bunch of trapping and doping and whatever, and trap, dope, hustle, money, dope. But this was some fucking substance, man. This was some inner emotion being laid out on track to be vulnerable and expose yourself. Talking to the Lord. How long can it last? I've been living too fast. I don't want to do this no more. But this the only thing that I know. Come on, man. Come on, let's go. Yeah, man. R.I.P. to the Pimp, man. Yeah, salute to the Bun and all the fans and supporters out there that's able to tune in and catch this exclusive shit that I'm talking about, man. But yeah, so the next fun fact is gonna be taking the hood back. That was one of my freaking favorites, man. Taking the Hood Back was one of my freaking favorites. I don't know how many other people feel that way, but Taking the Hood Back is like the type of fucking rap I like. I like that type of fucking rap. Just raunchy, raw, hood fucking rap. Knuckle dragging, hustling, hood nigga shit. You know what I mean? Come on, let's go. Yeah, and what I really liked about it, man, Pimp and Bun gave UGK posse member Vicious a slot, and Vicious ate on that bitch. They gave Vicious a slot to eat on that hoe. 1,008 grams enough to get your ass right. 1,008 grams is also enough to get your ass life. Hey, the nigga was being a whole teacher in that motherfucker. Nigga told you straight up, you can go ahead and get you a kilogram, you know what I mean, or whatever, 1,008 grams or whatever, and you might get right. You might get right. But if your ass get caught, you also might get life. You know what I'm talking about? And he ate like a dog on that hoe. Nigga, I'm feeling that hoe all in my chest, nigga. They playing that bitch, nigga. That bitch going hammer. And I love Slim Thug on that fucking hook. Sound like he full of a whole deuce. Sound like he sipped a 3. You know what I'm saying? He sound like he dropped a deuce in a 16 ounce doing that hook. You know what I'm saying? We taking the hood back. And my nigga though, big tall out. Salute to the thug. And then Bun got badass Bam for middle fingers on that bitch. Then Kilo on that bitch from middle fingers. And it's just straight raw big beat will beat your speakers up out of your goddamn trunk ass shit. And during that time, boy, your trunk was fiending for some of that shit. During that time, your trunk was hungry for some of that shit. Now that trapper die was humming like a motherfucker. It was beating the trunk down, this and that, this and that. But that goddamn taking the hood back was open a nigga trunk. Nigga had pop trunk automatically. Yeah, so salute to that song, Taking the Hood Back. It exposed middle fingers, you know what I'm saying, on Bun Perfecto side, and it's exposed Vicious on our side for the UGK record, UGK posse thing. So I saluted that. Now it also was a session that went down. It was a record that probably would have made that album, but I don't know what happened to that record. But I almost got on it. I'm gonna tell y'all how that went. This ain't a fun fact because it didn't appear, and I don't know what happened to that record. I have to ask Bundy G what happened to that record. But we was in that studio where they shot the Game Belong to Me video, and it was just a bunch of fucking G's. Now I kind of felt like an outsider because everybody in the room had been to the penitentiary, and I was like the only one didn't go to the penitentiary, and I just kind of felt like I I I felt alienated. I didn't feel I could fit in. You know what I mean? No. Yeah, I only knew. At one point in time, I could have said, you know, me and Pimp was the only one ain't never been to the pen. But damn, even Pimp been to the pen. Man, I won't go to the pen. Hell no, nigga. Fuck that shit, nigga. I was fortunate not being to the pen. You know what I mean? But yeah, so we sitting there, and the homie Moby Dick from No Limit, Louisiana, he in that bitch, and he telling Pimp about, hey man, look at that beautiful suit, man. I got on my clothes backwards and they still support me, man. Man, that's what I'm talking about. Show how it's got there. Show them how it go when company come, man. Show company how it go when company come. But yeah, so I'm in the studio and Moby Dick telling Pimp, say, man, I got these motherfucking tracks. He's like, nigga, let me hear some of that shit. And man, that nigga started putting on some shit. Then he put on one that had some lead guitar off in that bitch. He put on one that had some lead guitar in that bitch. And man, that motherfucking record was going hammer, man. It was going hammer just like that $9.99 suit that just came from Scott Eric. No, I'm talking about. Yeah, so they playing that beat. And so Pimp was like, okay, everybody write they rap. Hold on. I ain't gonna bullshit you now. I got to be distracted. Shit, nigga. That motherfucking UGK for life from Jesus Trevino 499 soup broke my whole chain of thought. Round of applause. Yeah. So the beat playing the pimp like stop it right there. Everybody write their verse. Everybody write their verse. Now I'm in there with a whole bunch of motherfucking gangsters, nigga. Nigga, I'm in there with Sebo, the bald head nut from California. You know what I mean? I'm in there with Vicious and Bundy. Who else was in that bitch? I don't even remember. But everybody was in that bitch had been in penitentiary before. So the nigga like, man, write y'all verse. Write y'all verse. Now I'm cheating in class and shit. I'm cheating in class. I had about 4 bars in my mind that I was working on for some other shit. And then I connected it to this other verse that I had that I never used. And Pimp said, once you got your verse ready, you know what I mean? Hit the booth. Say you ready. So all these other gangsters smoking all this big blunts and this and that. I no longer really smoke at this time anymore. I just drink a little bit. You know, I'm on my own shit. And everybody's sitting there and they writing and shit. They taking their time. They penning up some shit. They on some motherfucking Van Gogh type shit, nigga. They writing the most gangster shit they could write. You know what I mean? And there go another $5 from that boy Zay Sanchez coming through, repping hard, Trill Gang representative, man. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm throwing something up. I'm fixing my eyebrows. Nah. Come on, you know the obvious career choice. Yeah, so everybody over there writing they most gangsterish shit. Niggas pen smoking. Them niggas over there writing some gangster shit. I heard, listen, I seen one nigga write, that nigga was writing and his pen was firing off bullets. Come on, stop lying. Yeah. But the nigga was pow. Every word the nigga wrote was like a gunshot. Pow. I was like, who that nigga over there writing that gangster shit? You know what I mean? So look, I told Pimp after about 4 or 5 minutes, I'm ready. You know what I mean? He's like, where your paper at? I said, what you mean? I ain't got no paper. He like, you ain't write your rap? I say, nah, it's in my head. He like, nah, fool. You trying to jump ahead of everybody, nigga. Get you a pen in the pad like everybody else. Go to your desk and write your record. You know what that did? That put me at the end of the fucking line because all the while I'm sitting here thinking I'm gonna be able to go in that booth and rap this hot ass shit I got in my head for all these gangsters, and these niggas actually been writing. Now I gotta go and get some paper. But look, I could have cheated in class. I could have cheated in class. I could have just transferred what I had in my mind on the paper and say, okay, I'm finished. But I ain't want to do that. I sat there and I challenged myself and wrote a whole nother verse. Now, while I was doing that, somebody was in the studio talking about, bro, somebody ain't gonna make it. It was one of Vicious partners, dark-skinned nigga. He like, see, bro, somebody ain't gonna make it. And I'm like, what you talk about? He like, it's too many of y'all niggas. All y'all niggas ain't gonna be able to get on that track. But I'm participating anyway. But long story short, they all jumped on the track. I was at the end. I didn't get on it, but it was the most fieriest fucking southern rock rap beat I ever heard. It was the most gangsterish shit I ever heard. I'm gonna have to ask Bundy what the fuck that record was and did it ever come out. But yeah, that was a little extra one. I wasn't even planning on giving y'all that one, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, so my next fun fact. All right, my next fun fact. We were at the Game Belong to Me video shoot. That's another record off of that album. We were at the Game Belong to Me video shoot. Okay, in that video, I cameo in that video multiple times, but you're not looking for me. But this is me giving you my narrative. Come on. So I cameo in that video multiple times, and that video was shot in a 1-day period. When we were at that same studio that I'm mentioning, you had everybody from Webby, Chameleon now. Y'all seen all the cameos in that video. And we were just in the studio chilling. And when the camera guys was coming through, filming, you know what I mean? I didn't even know that they were seated this certain way because this is how they supposed to been for them to get their cameos in the video. It was real cool. We was just everybody chilling. We was at the studio doing our thing. And that came out to be like a really dope scene in the video. Also during that time, we migrated to this hood where we did this store takeover when it was Bun's verse. Pimp was supposed to come to that shoot too, but we waited on him for a while. He never did show up, so Bun did his verse out there at the store, and we came and ran the dudes off the store. This and that, this and that. I'm almost sure that that was the video where they had the barbecue man out and they had this dog. It was like this old dog. It was like, you remember that dog, Old Yeller? I don't even know what kind of dog it is, but it was the dog, Old Yeller. Uh, he was dead about 5 feet away from the I never could get over that. That was traumatizing. Like this nigga has the barbecue pit, over here on the other side of the store, and about 7 or 8 feet from him is this dead dog laying upside the curb. Old Yeller, dead than a motherfucker, laying on his side, ain't breathing no more, ain't barking. Old Yeller is no longer with us. And everybody is just carrying on in the hood, drinking their wine, smoking their cigarros or whatever, chilling. And this nigga's over here barbecuing meat, talking about the meat be ready in about 30, 40 minutes. Now, I'm a old hungry ass, hood ass nigga, but even I did not want not one iota of meat off that goddamn barbecue pit. All I could think about, nigga, call the motherfucking dog pound or something. It would have been a good idea that you called the K9 whomever to pick up this dead fucking dog before you started putting the charcoal on the pit. But you in full swing. You damn near got the first batch of meat ready, and this motherfucking dog is laying here dead than a donut. You must forgive me. I'm KOR. Yeah, so that scene went on, and then we did a takeover at the stove. Bun did his verses and shit, and we got a lot of good cameos right there. Then we migrated again. So now we finally at the last scenes of the video shoot, which were in some hood. I can't remember what side of town it was, but we set up underneath a bridge. We had the trailers and everything underneath the bridge. The camera crew was out there underneath the bridge, and then Pimp pulled up in a red Bentley. And when he got there, he was in full fucking Pimp C fucking mode, nigga. See, I had an advantage. I had an advantage because I knew when Chad Butler pulled up. I also knew when Pimp C pulled up. So when Pimp C pulled up, don't run up on him asking him a motherfucking thing. Let's go. Get away from him. You know what I mean? Let him call you. that simple observation could save you a whole bunch of bitch ass nigga. The fuck he gonna have them. He gonna have them Bentley keys in his hand too. Bitch ass nigga, get your fuck ass away from me, how? You know what I mean? So just that little small observation will let you know to come towards or stay the fuck away. So when he pulled up and he got out, that nigga with the checking his fresh and looking at his motherfucking diamonds and shit. And he had the little model bitch with him and shit, looking at the car, looking at nigga. You know what I'm saying? I like, ooh, this nigga is a rare motherfucking form. I say, I'm not fucking with this nigga here about nothing. This nigga won't talk to me. This nigga gonna have to, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm chilling, doing whatever that I easy. I say, okay. Now he can reel me on in. Yeah. What's up, man? Hey, man, tell them niggas this and that, this and that, this and that. Know what I'm talking about, man? I'm like, I know what you're talking about, man. You know what I'm saying? And I got the fuck out the way. But long story short, we do all the scenes, this and that, this and that. And then probably about 15, 20 minutes later, all these females start walking out. I think they parked on the other side of the bridge and they start walking out. It was like 4, 5 big, tall, I'm talking about big, fine ass hoes, nigga. I'm talking about ready for the video. That nigga say, who told them hoes they could be in the video? And they steady walking towards the trailer with this one producer nigga like, y'all, come on, come on. They made a grand entrance. But that nigga like, who told them hoes they could be in the nigga? Them hoes ain't getting in my motherfucking video, nigga. Nigga, you must be fucking them hoes. Yeah. That nigga went off, and some producer nigga, he was like, hey man, I thought, you know what I'm saying? I thought on this scene right here, we could use, you know what I'm saying? Nigga say, nigga, this my motherfucking video shoot, nigga. You use them hoes for another nigga video shoot. I don't want them hoes in my video shoot, nigga. I got my own bitch I'm finna put in the video. I say, ooh. That nigga say, but Pimp. That nigga say, there ain't no motherfucking butt, nigga. Fuck you, bitch ass nigga. Be to put them gladiators on your bitch ass. I'm like, damn. So they kind of having a back and forward and shit. But dude kind of at the door of the trailer and Pimp kind of about 15, 20 feet away. And they kind of hollering back and forward at each other. So what I do with my friendly ass, I make my way over there and just get to the side of the door and tell the nigga, my nigga, you ain't gonna win. Put them hoes up, do whatever you gonna do, but quit all that, you know, fussing with the nigga. You're not gonna win this here, homie. You know what I mean? Like that nigga ain't finna put them chicks in there, but do something with them. Whatever you promised them, if shit, they jumped on the casting couch with her, tell them you sorry. Tell them you'll use them for another video. But you not finna force these hoes in this nigga video, man. You know what I mean? Close that fucking door. For you and this nigga really get into some shit. That nigga looked at me. That nigga closed the door. And I migrated. I got the fuck on. You know what I mean? I used to do my little old work on the low. You know what I mean? I ain't want niggas see me trying to put the fires out. I really was trying to put fires out. That was one thing mama asked me to do, you know, look after her baby and try to put fires out if I could. Some shit I ain't put my hands on. But some shit, nigga, I felt like, okay, at this time I can go say this and do this and here, and this shit'll be dissolved. Okay, so boom, we did that there. So they did all these scenes and shit, and I was waiting on the side, and he was like, fucking with that Smoke D Bundy and that Vicious. He was like, man, I ain't got Smoke D to put on this side right here. What I'ma do? You know what I'm saying? And then Bun say, nigga, put Heezy right there. And nigga say, oh yeah. Oh yeah, Heezy. Get right here. So when you say fucking with that Smoke D Bundy and that Vicious in the video, you actually see Hezeleo, Bundy, and Vicious, but it supposed to be Smoke right there. So Bun told him to put me in that cameo right there. So that was another big vivid cameo that I was in the video. And so after that, some reporters from different hip hop groups, MTV, different places, they came and they say, Pimp and Bun, we need to get some drops from you. You know what I mean? And I'm thinking they finna do about 10, 15, 20 drops. Man, the nigga dropped down the goddamn Dead Sea Scrolls, nigga. The nigga hand them niggas some drops that was so long, but all they had to do is, hey, this UGK, you know what I'm saying? Check out our new video coming out, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, and you checking out such and such unplugged. Okay. But they professionals. They was just trading that shit out back to back. Bow, 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 bow. They was spitting that shit out. Now, while they was doing that, I was tired, sleepy, or whatever. I migrated from under the bridge a little bit and was standing off to the side. And I seen, it was almost like maybe 2, 3 in the morning. I seen this kind of broke down individual walking down the street, you know, stepping on the sides of his shoes, kind of dusty. And when I looked at him, I say, damn, this was a promoter that maybe months earlier, not that long ago, months earlier, this was a promoter who took a liking to me that helped me get on some shows with some who's who niggas. He was an intricate part of me and Hard Time getting on that tour with Chameleon now. Somebody had trusted a bag with him to do some shows, and he was a little old school, fresh out the penitentiary, you know what I mean, kind of older dude, looked like Mr. Peabody or whatever. And he basically his game was a little bit outdated, but he really meant well. and he put me on some nice ass shows and shit, and put me in the door to make a little change off of different things, my voice, this and that, this and that. The nigga helped me, you know what I mean? And I was telling him, during that time, hey, when Pimp come out, that's what I'm rocking with, this and that, this and that. And he was like, yeah, for real, you gonna be with Pimp C? He probably thinking like nigga lying or whatever. But I seen the nigga and he walking with a bag, and I say, "What's up, fool?" I called him by his name. That nigga looked up. That nigga went crazy, man. What? Then that nigga looked, man, who you? Nigga, that's Pimp C. I say, yeah, nigga, that's Bun B right there too. That nigga said, man, you wasn't lying, man. Damn, man, y'all doing it, baby. I say, man, what you doing walking down the street 3, 4 in the morning, my nigga? He like, man, it is what it is. Man, I went in my pocket, man. I don't know what I grabbed, but I said, here you go, my nigga. I say, hold up right here. I went to the car, nigga. I grabbed 3X t-shirts, fucking CDs, DVDs, whatever I had, came back and handed it to that nigga. I said, man, keep some of that shit for yourself. Sell some of that shit, man, and take care of yourself, man. Good seeing you. That nigga like, man, I can't believe this shit, man. Let me get a picture. I'm like, okay, where your phone at or whatever? I ain't got no phone. I'm like, well, how you gonna get a picture? Well, I'm gonna see y'all next time. I'm like, yeah, God bless you. But yeah, man, that tripped me out, man. I got a whole motherfucking story about that character right there, man. I'll get to it one day. God bless me. You know what I mean? God bless you too. Yeah, okay. Now here it is, the last one I'm gonna give you, man. This is the last fun fact. On that album, there was a promo done for that album. Um, I don't know. Some of y'all have maybe heard this before. I told y'all about it, but Pimp and Bun had a whole mini movie shot that represented the promotion of that album. It's called an infomercial. You know what I mean? A lot of y'all probably know what an infomercial is because y'all niggas ain't dumb. But it was a whole fucking infomercial shot in Houston. You know what I'm saying? It was these fake agents posing as FBI agents. It was these Spanish dudes coming to drop off some supposedly. I'm gonna tell you how it went. Basically, we showed up in this hood, and these dudes pulled up. It was like recreating like Still Riding Dirty almost. So these dudes pulled up to give some work, you know what I mean? But there wasn't any work. It was basically just CDs. So they pulled up in this SUV, Pimp and Bun changed cars with them, and in the back was just plastic and CD cases and things for them to rock up their album. But they wanted to represent it like it was, a swap out of some this and that, this and that. But it basically was just album materials and shit. So they made the swap of the cars, and then they pulled off. Then they went down these railroad tracks. I pulled up in the car, and Bum was driving. Let me see. No, I don't remember. We got pictures of it. I think Pimp was driving. Yeah. Pimp was driving, and I think Bun was on the passenger side. But then Bun got out. He came connected with me. I had a bag. I opened the bag up. He did this here type shit, but he really just fucking around in his teeth because inside the bag is just CD type stuff. And so that's on this cover that you're looking at. That's on the thumbnail. I'm actually on the cover. You know what I mean? And that came from the infomercial photo shoot behind the scenes. So on that cover that we're looking at on the thumbnail, I'm actually over there. You see Bun with the bag. If you notice the bag, that's my Louis Vuitton hustle bag. And we just got it flipped open like that. Boom, 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 boom. Then they popped I think it was like a navigator. I don't remember, black Escalade navigator, whatever. So they popped that and we looking back there and there's nothing but CD type stuff and all that there. But boom, that's how I wind up on the cover of the goddamn album. You know what I mean? And being on that cover, a lot of people, you can't see my face because they caught me like when my head was kind of turned like this, but you can see that he's elite. So I remember being in a small city and I was in a barbershop and I told a dude that I was on the cover of that album, and a nigga like, ain't no fucking way, nigga, you ain't gotta lie, this and that, this and that. I say, my nigga, I bet you a couple $100 I could prove it. You know what I mean? Nigga like, nigga, I got money, nigga, whatever, whatever. And dog, Game Belong to Me video shoot came on. We were watching probably BT somewhere, whatever, whatever. So when Game Belong to Me video shoot came on, I told the nigga, I say, also I'm finna show you something. And this gonna solidify, boom, 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 what's happening with the whole little 200 to cover this and that and who I am. Nigga, like, nigga, what you talking about? I say, watch this video close. I'm finna show you I'm in this video about 5, 6 times. Man, the nigga watching and shit. I said, that I am, bow. I said, that I am, bow. That's me right there again, bow. That's me right there again, bow. And then when he said fucking with that Smoke D Bunny and that Vicious, it really gave, you know what I'm saying, a still cameo of us three, Bundy, Vicious, and Hezeleo. And I say, that's me again, my nigga. The whole barbershop said, pay that man. The whole barbershop wanted to know what the fuck was I selling, where they at, and they wanted some. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, that's just some fun facts I wanted to give y'all, man. It's your boy, Hezeleo, man. It is what it is. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. You know what I'm talking about? Boom, 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 boom. It don't get no triller than that. Unless you UGK posse niggas and niggas that was around, then you can tell some trill stories too. But it's your boy, Hezeleo. It is what it is. It's gonna be what it's gonna be, and it's gonna do what it's gonna do. Know what I'm talking about? Yeah, your long little pimp and Mama West. Free young pimp. I'm out.